Hey guys, hope everything goes good tonight and we stay connected. Fairy Tale Creation, Sonia, Mental Health. Good to see you back around. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Let me adjust this lamp behind me. It's a little bit bright. That's better, isn't it? Picture okay now, guys? We okay? Is the picture looking all right? Is the sound okay? Any worse than what it usually is? Marvelous Homestead, how are you? Yep. Okay, good. All right, we got some good talking here tonight on some stuff. We'll talk about fruit trees from seed. So I've got a little bit of experience with this. So hopefully some of you guys are here. I know Jason from Big Bear does that. We've got some great scripture tonight. We're going to be reading the seventh amendment tonight, so that's a good one. Be good. Thomas Farms, how are you? All right, Lynn. Tiny House Homestead, how are you? Cecilia, how are you? My daughter is probably still awake upstairs because she's been watching movies all day. Hey, Mello, good to see you. Glad you're here. We been going crazy. Sheberry Acres, how are you? Been a crazy day. I've been working on solar stuff all day. Been trying to get videos to upload. They're having an issue with, not an issue. It's just taking forever to get them uploaded. So I actually was going to check before we came on, but so been uploading a video today, and I'll tell you in just a second how far we are. So started this at around 9:30 this morning, and it right now is saying that I am, well, it says uploading. I don't know if it's going to say or not. It says I'm live. Rocking the Four Blessings Farm hat tonight. Found it in the car. I was wondering where I had put it, and I'd hung it up in the back of the car in a little box. So 2.5 acres. What's going on? Hardneck Farms, how are you? Good to see you. JC Oregon Homestead, how are you? Farming Our Backyard. Michelle P. Yay. So I got some new subs this week, and just by their names are there, but then I went and checked out their channels, and some of them are looking like they have like they have legitimate pages, so it's kind of interesting. Hey Stephanie, how are you? Dreaming Big Dreams Homestead, how are you? Our Cabin in the Woods, hello. Simple Grower, hello. Everybody coming on. If I'm not mistaken, I think this week coming up, Rachel from Garden for Cheap is going to be on Two Family this weekend, so you guys need to go check that one out. I got to give a shout out early today. Considerate Joy Homestead. You guys see them on here quite a bit. If you don't know who that is and you're into alternative energy, you need to go check that out. Lundy, the husband, his name is Lundy, not Undy. Lundy is amazing. I've had him on the phone all day, just chit-chatting him up and figuring out, Freaky Geek, what's up? Wolfie Nation, what's going down? Back to Rootstad, how are you? But do you know if the calf has been born yet? I've chatted with Jason today off and on, but he hadn't said anything about the calf. I don't know. I still think it's a bull. So we will be watching out for troublemakers. Fairy is awesome at follow-up. Yes, she is. I appreciate it. I'm praying for all of y'all down there in Mississippi. You got some horrible weather going on. I know there's some horrible weather going on all over the place, but you guys have been getting hit with some serious rain. So Notice we're in a little bit different area. I've tried to find the best area in the house for reception. So maybe we can continue on and get this one done today. Rustic Tradition Homestead, how are you? And try to get it going a little better. Houses looking a little better. I got new hardwood floors. Moon Farm, how are you? Hidden with myself, how are you? Let me show you the floors. So we just did laundry, but the floors have been OSB type Vantech floors, and I just put this laminate in here in the kitchen and in the ELYN's room, and it came out very nice. So it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Geeky Garden, hello. Maria I can't say it. Marchia. I can't say it, sorry. And yes, I'm ready to start planting. I'm ready to get stuff in the ground, but we still have a couple of weeks to go before I can even think about doing anything. I'm going to wait 2 weeks to even start starts. So thank you, Simple Grower. I appreciate that. You got snow in Northeast Oklahoma, Thomas Farms. We've had snow quite a bit this year, but nothing that's really stayed on. And thank you, Simple Grower. We've been working hard, and like I said, I've been working on solar power all day today. So this is a bathroom over here, just a half bath. That this wall, let me show you. I need to do a house tour. This right here, this opening, the reason it's just open like it is because that's how you get into the bathroom. And that will be cut off, and there'll be a 2 foot by 6 foot pantry goes right there. And then you'll go around, and then where you go up the stairs, there'll be a door at the end that takes you out to the new, bigger room that we built. So that'll all get shut off. There'll be a big master closet and like a safe room and bathroom and everything right there. And then you'll have the larger man room / out summer kitchen, Eli's place to stay and enjoy himself when he comes in. So it's cool. Yeah, you guys want to see the stove? It's a mess. This is my shelf. This is the 1920s, 1930s. It's called a Hardwick. These are made in Knoxville, Tennessee. But this is the green enamel. You can see the mint green. Can't really tell it in this camera angle, but I just got it restored, so hopefully it will get piped and done, and this will actually be used. And then in the big room in the back, I have a large Pioneer Maiden wood cook stove. That's a newer stove, and they don't even make it anymore. It was the largest one that they made, and it's crazy. Two Family popping here. I didn't see him. What's up, Two Family? There you are. I got my green. I am now blue and green on Two Family Homestead. I am part of the family officially. If you guys haven't done that yet for them, do it. Please, please, please do that. If you can afford $5 a month, jump on there, become a member, and join Two Families little family group. Because the reason they did that is so that they can afford to go do all of these events that they go. And it's hard when you're, guys, I'm on a retirement too. When you're on a retirement and you've decided to do this and you're having fun and you're enjoying doing this, but you're performing, you're performing a work skill set for other people, and you're getting minimal amount of money when you're going from doing these events. You're doing it out of love of your heart. It helps to get that little bit of extra money to pay for gas. You got to understand the maintenance on that truck, trailer, and vehicle, and all that good stuff. You got to have a little extra money to be able to make sure you get going and stuff. So I ask you, if you guys have it and you can do it, go over there and join up for that. And it's amazing. Their how-to videos, their YouTube creation, and helping small channels get everything that you need up and going, and understanding how to do stuff, understanding how to do these lives, understanding how to set your page up to gather more subscribers because of putting the right things in the right places. Daryl and Sherry are like the godfather and godmother of our homesteading community, and they have Smudge. So Yeah, Moon Farms uh, uh, just said need treats for Smudge. So that's cool. Uh, Mary Hart, how are you? Good to see you in here tonight. So yeah, if you got it and you can go over and do that, go over there and support them. They are amazing, and that would be a favor to me to them. So I appreciate it, and it's not a lot of money. You can do it, and you can cancel it at any time. So if you see that it's going to be a situation where that's going to hurt you, cancel it and then go back. I have so much to learn about videoing two family homesteads. And a simple grower, you need to go over and watch everything that they have. Hey, the Cajun Homesteader, good to see you, brother. You need to go watch every video that they have. You need to make sure you're on there for the Tech Tuesday. Go on there and watch them on that. That's where you can put your name on the wheel. And if your name lands on there, Daryl will take your channel. He'll get it pulled up and he'll go through and actually tell you what you need to go. Like, you have a great name, Simple Grower, but there's been people that have had these really long, elaborate names, and people, they'll never find you when they go in and put stuff in, because it'll skip over you to find the people that have the less part in there. So it's a great opportunity to be able to go in there and get that done. Thanks, Hardneck Farms, for throwing that wish list up there. Um, you know, I did. You guys, I had like 15 messages about me putting on a Wii Boost onto my wish list. I hate putting big dollar items on my wish list. I put on a solar system for the chickens and the goats from Premier One, and I put on a canner, and I put those on there for myself, so that if I don't know if you know how wish lists work, you put it on there, and if it goes on sale, it'll ding you and let you know it's on sale. And I put them on there for myself, and it's crazy. Hey, Stivers, what's going on, family? And it'll do that. And you guys have went and bought those things for me, and I appreciate it. I really do. But it's it's one of those crazy things. But I had several people that have come in and asked me to put the Wii Boost on there, that you guys are going to do it as a group or something like that. But the one that I'm wanting, I put on there, and it's actually the one for a tractor trailer. And the reason I did that is because I can run it off a 12 volt with the solar system in it, and it does a lot better. So pretty neat. Yeah, Tracy, I know it's just hard. Lazy Acre Homestead, how are you tonight? Getting started on the homestead, you're awesome. And yes, two family is awesome. So, everybody on here, is it Jen or Zach that's on tonight on the Stiver Homestead? This community is amazing, Hardneck Farms, and I understand that it gets frustrating to see me come on here and being on this mountain, and signal gets messed up and ends up kicking us off before we need to get off, but it is what it is, So, too darn proud, mister. Sometimes I am. But we're going to have some fun. We're going to read the scripture tonight. Whoa, my thing just went out of focus big time, and I didn't think I moved that much. But we're going to read some beautiful scripture here in about 5 or 6 minutes. We're reading Proverbs tonight. So I call Proverbs one-liners of the Bible because they're awesome. And we're going to read chapter 20. We're going to read every single one of them. There's about 25 or 30, but like I said, they're one-liners, and I love it. It's good. And what we were suggesting tonight was actually verse 4, and I'll read that, and then I'll go through and I'm going to read everything. But the person actually, Mary Carter, sent me Proverbs 4, and then kind of her explanation of what it was meaning to her, and it stands so true to everybody. So when we read that, we'll be seeing how that gets going. I have elderberry cuttings for you and ELYN Plus Mims. They are rooting in the greenhouse. You are awesome, Hardneck Farms. My neighbor has a big pond, and he wants to plant elderberry around it. And then, hey, there's Joe Serino. He's the one that picked out the seed discussion tonight. So he's the one that's responsible for that. So we're gonna and then I have a drainage area that comes off of my second lot. I actually have a natural spring down there. And there's a natural little, almost like a little creek, but it doesn't run full. It's underground. And I'm going to plant it. It's about 30 or 40 feet long. And then I want to plant down the edge of my creek down here. So the more elderberry, the better. Um, we will take it. And I know that Triple H Homestead is sending me some as well. So I should have plenty to plant. So that's awesome. Papa Truck Prep Stetter, how are you? And if I missed anybody else in here, I have drank a lot of coffee tonight. I've been French pressing it tonight. And I've made it strong. Mims would be proud of me. I've been cutting out on all my carbs and not really doing a keto thing, but I've been doing better. I have several varieties. I will send it's a gift. Thank you very much. That is awesome. Send some to Florida. Yeah, send some to Florida. Fishes and Loaves says, send some to her. Let's see if I missed anybody on here. I want some, please. Forgiven and blessed, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, elderberry, I want to grow some. I have no idea about the different varieties. You'll have to mark them for me, Hardneck Farm. You have to mark exactly, like tie a little ribbon around them or something and mark what variety they are so I know. Hey, Grace of Andrew, how are you? Let's see. Hey, Mama gets on here. I miss my own mom. Where'd she go? She came through here quick. What's going on, Mom? Love you. My daughter is doing great, Thomas. She is upstairs, hopefully asleep. We've had a lot of fun today. We ran around. We went and had breakfast, late breakfast, and then I had to go find some inline fuses, some larger fuses for the solar system, and that was a pain in the butt to find those. Inline fuses are small breakers that are inline breaker system. Whoa, Little Feet Fair, thank you. I appreciate that. That helps out a ton. Thank you, thank you. And that just I've got sidetracked there. I saw the yellow box pop up, and I really appreciate that. That helps a ton. So I want elderberries, please, Mom. We've got a bunch coming, so you don't need any. We have a ton coming, so we're gonna plant everywhere. My mom got some last year and got them planted. I don't know how good they're doing. How good are yours doing this year, Mom? Have you noticed them starting to bud or anything? They'll usually start pretty early. But Pine Haven Homestead, what's going on? So anyway, here's anybody that's trying to do their own solar power system. If you're going to do that and you start looking for some of these little components that are for boats and RVs and things of that nature, those are the places you need to go, and keep that in mind. But here's a little secret place to look for that most every single little town has: your audio stereo car places that put in your audio systems for younger people and older people too, and get all those done. They have the inline fuses and stuff. So I will send you plenty for Mom as well. Chris, share with Mom. I will share with Mom, Hardneck. That's what I was just telling her. We got all kinds coming. So that's awesome. I haven't seen any growth yet. Okay. Hardneck Farms just said that they're going to send enough for you too, Mom. So we will share with you. But your audio places are where you can go and check it out. Let's see. Joe Sereno says apricot trees from seeds can be done, but what I did wrong a couple years ago, I hand pruned some branches and the tree dried up and died. What did I do wrong? Dirty hands. I don't think you should prune them, Joe. I think that's your problem with the apricot trees. I think apricot trees have to get quite a few years growth to get established. I think it's like, a minimum 24 to 36 months, so 3 years almost, to get them established to where you can start pruning them and stuff. So if I'm not mistaken, apricot trees are one that I've looked at growing here. Is you really have to let that go for quite a while before you can prune those. But before we go there, I want to read scripture. Let's get that out of the way. We'll read through the Constitution, talk about that, and then we're going to go jump into Joe Sharino's fruit trees from seeds is going to be our topic tonight. So we're reading Proverbs 20. Proverbs 20 verse 4 is what was asked of me to be read tonight, but we're going to read all of Proverbs, the one-liners of the Bible. So let's see. I want to pull something up real quick because I think it's important to have here. That is not what I wanted to do in front of me, because I want to kind of share with you what Mary Carter and I, is Mary Carter on here? Mary, are you on here? If you are, say hello so I know I haven't missed you, because you're the one that picked scripture this week. Has anybody seen Mary pop in yet? I know she's here every week, but she may have something going on. Of little apple trees that came up from seeds, accident. That's awesome. Okay, nobody's seen her, but that's okay. I'm going to kind of tell you where we're at, and we'll read, and she can go back and watch us if she wants, and read through, okay? Or I'll just start from 1, and when I get to 4, we'll slow down and I'll explain. So here we go, guys. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 1 through 30. We got 30 of these to read. So like I said, this is the one-liners of the Bible, I think, and they're awesome, and not in a joking manner. Hold on a second. My keys are poking me in the leg. Much better. All right. So here we go. Wine is a mocker, and beer is a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. Interesting. A king's wrath strikes terror like the roar of a lion. Those who are anger him forfeit their lives. It is to one's honor to avoid strife, but every fool is quick to quarrel. How familiar is that to everybody? All right, here's the one that Miss Mary wanted to do, and I'm gonna refer back to her email that she sent me and explain. And it says, "Sluggers do not plow in season, so at harvest time they look, find nothing." To me, that kept hitting her is this. So many times we are tired and don't know if we have the energy to do what we need to do to make our homesteading dreams come true. But God says if we plant the seed, we will see a harvest. This is true in the physical and the spiritual. So, I mean, guys, when you think about the time of year where we're at, and you think about what we're doing and how we're doing it, and we're looking to see what we do and how we need to be there, you can't beat that verse from Proverbs 20 right there, because it's talking about if at this point in time you let that weakness come up of not wanting to do this or not having the energy to do this or not, what you have to realize is you're going to have even less energy when you don't do what God tells you to do. And that means plant that seed, work by the sweat of your brow, and go out and make it happen at whatever level that you can. But make that sacrifice and go out there. And I promise you, at the end of the day, you're going to see more. Busy little house, welcome. I just saw you come in. So, verse 5. The purpose of a person's heart are deep. The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters. But I can't get my book right. My glasses are gone. But one who has insight draws them out. Wait a minute. Read that wrong? The purposes of one's heart are deep waters. But one who has insight draws them out. Okay. Many have unfailing love, but a faithful person can find. That one. Holy crap, Joe! What are you doing? Abe Lincoln, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That caught me out of the corner of my eye while I'm reading. I'll get to that in a minute. I want to get to this without trying to cry now, but thank you, man. The righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children after them. That one right there is one of my favorite. Um, hey, just $5 is awesome. I'm good with it. I'm stuck now, guys. I gotta get refocused here. Joe, you got the righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children. If you can do that, it only benefits our children and those to come after us. When a king sits on his throne to judge his his winnows, he winnows out all evil with his eyes. I don't. I have to look up winnows. I don't know that one. Kept my heart pure. I am clean without sin. I can't. I can't do it. It's not there. I might be getting some buffering. I'm sorry, guys. I'm going full bars, but I'm getting flashes up here on the thing. Differing weights and differing measures. The Lord detests them both. Detests them both. Detests them both. I'm having a hard time reading tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Even small children, even there's one for you guys. And when you're talking about this, when you're talking about children are pure, and they kind of do get when they're first born. But as you're raising them, they're judged. There's things that they're going to be looked upon, and the Lord's going to see them. So keep that in mind with your children when you're saying, "Oh, they're just kids." It's scary, but it's one of those things to look at and understand. Ears that hear and eyes that see, the Lord has made them both. Another good one. Do not love sleep, or you will grow poor. Stay awake, and you will have food to spare. Those who work hard from daylight to dusk. It's no good. It's no good. Says the buyer. Then goes off and boasts about the purchase. Interesting. The rare jewel. But lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. You have talkers and you have teachers, and there's a rare jewel. You have talkers and you have teachers, and there's a big difference between the two. Outsider. I like that one. Food gained by fraud tastes sweet, but one ends up with a mouthful of gravel. Plans are established by seeking advice. So if you wage war, that went into consideration with me. Gossip betrays confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. I talk a lot. If someone cures their father or mother, there will be snuffed out, and then so you get from it in the long run. So yeah. Not say I pay you back. I do not say I'll pay you back for this wrong. Wait for the Lord, and He will avenge you. So let me get all your thing. Buffering back. Try to ride for buffering. The Lord detests differing weights and dishonest scales. Do not please Him. Do not please Him, and they do not please Him. A person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand the way? It is a trap to do something rashly, and only later to consider one's vow. Okay. A wise king winnows out the wicked. Winnows. Anyway, he drives the thresher wheel over them. Spirit is the lamp of the Lord, that shed lights on one's inmost being. Through love, his throne is made secure. The Lord of young men is their strength. Gray hair, the splendor of the old. Don't go dyeing your hair when it starts getting gray. I'm telling you, it's a sign of wisdom. When you take it away, you're losing that beings. Purge the inmost being. Blows and wounds scrub away evil, and beatings purge the inmost beings, hardened by the fire. Guys, I am sorry that reading was so rough for me tonight, but there you go. That's the Proverbs 20, the one-liners. Is it stopped buffering a whole lot, guys? Joe, thank you for your super chat there earlier. Appreciate that a whole lot. All right, we're going to jump straight into this since we're buffering a little bit. I hope I've not lost. It looks like we only got 37 on, 43 thumbs up. So I'm hoping we're not losing everybody. I really don't. It's getting better. Okay, I hope it's getting better. Okay, good. All right, only 37 people on tonight, so we're a little under attendance tonight. So we're going to read the Seventh Amendment of the Constitution of the United States tonight. We're going to talk about it for a few minutes, and then we're going to go. Sunshine, always, how are you? Good to see you. Living Miracle Homestead, how are you? Who all have I missed on here that's come on? Life with Linda, how are you? Busy Little House, I think I already caught you. I so understand better internet. I'm hoping that a wee boost will help if we end up doing that. So it'll be interesting. All right, so here we go. Let's see. And one said, thumbs down. Somebody gave me a thumbs down. Oh, I know it is probably not a big deal. So probably because of the way I'm reading. Might be to my mama. In suits at this is the Seventh Amendment, guys, of the Constitution of the United States. In the suits at common law, where the value is controversy, when the value in controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in any court of the United States than according to the rule of common law. All right, this is one, guys, where you gotta understand this, because this is an important amendment for everybody. So I'm going to read it one more time. It's a little difficult because it's written in Old English on this one. So, in suit of common law, where the value of controversy shall exceed $20, the right of trial by jury shall be preserved, and no fact tried by jury shall be otherwise re-examined in court of the United States than according to the rule of common law. All right. So what that is saying is, if you're having a civil suit and the amount of that is more than $20, and when you think about this, it's a very easy conversion from then to today. $20 at that time, if you took a $20 gold coin, okay, it's almost an ounce. Okay, so it's very easy to convert to modern. Our currency is worth nothing more or nothing less than what it was back then. It's just the amount that they make us pay for it. It's the same. If you look at what value is there and what it can buy versus the dollar amount today and what it can buy, it's exactly the same. It's crazy. So I'm guessing that we're having some craziness going on. I see moderators are having to rock and roll. Thank you, Grandma. So happy. So $20 gold coins about an ounce. If you take an ounce of gold today, it's about $2,000. So therefore, that's where they're saying that, and that's felony. And they go on, and it keeps going. And if it's under that amount, you go into court, and a judge can take over and see it. But if it's over that point, you have a right to a jury trial. you also have, as a defendant, if it's that amount, to have a jury to be able to look in and see on that. So that's an important amendment here that they made sure to put in place for the average human common law. Common law, you can look into it, and some people get confused with merchant law. Merchant law is a pretty hard law, and if you get into looking into it, it's pretty interesting to see what a merchant can do. So that is our constitutional reading for the night. Sorry. So we got 41 on, 47 thumbs up. Thank you guys very much. She Moved Mountains, how are you doing, single lady? And now, here we go. Me and Joe's conversation for the night. Can you plant fruit trees from seeds? So yes, you can on most fruit trees. You can from seed. You can get started. I know that Big Bear Home very good success on getting peach seeds to actually grow for them and come out and to do that. So that's one that you can do. Joe was talking about apricots earlier, and we were talking about going into those. I think what you're wrong on those, Joe, of what you did was that you pruned them too early. They take a while to root it and embed it into the ground. In your area where it's at, it may even take a little bit longer to seat those in those. Trees are very easy to get started. Once again, once you're into that process of starting those, let me take these glasses off. That glare is a little rough. Once you get established into apple trees, it's kind of like the apricot tree. You need to let it get a couple years. Pear trees are the same way. Getting those started there and getting those rooted, they'll go off, and you just have to maintain that for a couple of years. Grandma's so happy. Chris, I have learned I get beautiful sunlight in my window during the winter, could grow things, but summer it's all shade. But to leaves on tree. Well, that starts there, Grandma's so happy, and then figure out where to follow the sun after that fact. So use that in the winter to grow some small herb gardens and things like that, so you have fresh greenery in your house. You grow your chives, things of that nature that you can do. Just toss some whole apples in a compost. They'll produce you a lot of stuff. Mo Homesteading, how are you? I am always nice. If you'll do that, and you can do it in a longer thing, and you throw some apples here and some pear, you just have to be able to identify those after you get them going. Pear trees are one of those that are real hard to establish and keep going as well. Nut trees. Now, I know that's not really, trees are one of those that are real hard to establish and keep going as well. Nut trees. Now, I know that's not really in the fruit. Stay in, we'll talk about nut trees a little bit back, so we won't get too much into it. If you take and you look at, you'll start getting produce off of those quick, or getting stuff. Hey, Food Forest Permaculture, this is right up your alley tonight, man. Hopefully stuff in here. We've grown from seeds in several food forests. Very good production. Yeah. And it's there. And I'm not mistaken, correct me if I'm wrong, Food Forest Permaculture, they actually have a couple of videos on that too, Joe. On that. So look into that and check them out. I'm putting hazelnuts in this year. Hazelnuts are another good one. And you can actually get that, if I'm not mistaken, you can get another good one. And you can actually get that, if I'm not mistaken, you can get trees I've never heard or dealt with myself. Grafting apple trees are something that happens around here all the time. I've never heard or dealt with myself. Grafting apple trees are something that happens around here all the time. My neighbor's actually got an apple tree that has 3 different varieties on it, but it grows 3 different color apples on the tree, and then now it's starting to grow some kind of combination. Hey, making lemonade from lemons. How are you? You can grow quite a few fruit trees from seed. I've got some cotton pits over here I'm going to grow for ELYN just to see if we can get those. I have pear and 5 graft. Yeah, pear trees are another good grafting one. Just Living, how are you? Good to see you in here. Channel checking their channel out. Chris, thanks. Yeah, Joe, Forest Permaculture has a great channel. They are a wealth of knowledge and do great things in the community. Don't forget my shout out earlier. I want to check out, if you're not subscribed, to consider Joy Homestead and you're looking into alternative videos up on that, but he's a wealth of knowledge to ask. Take me at that one. I want fruit trees. Fondest memory of my parents from my father's side. His father had an apple and pear orchard, and he had lots of stuff, and they were awesome. We used to have pear fights with the little pears. They were so hard. Those pear trees, they were good like one time out of the year, but that was it. Thompson's Farm that I'm buffering. Might have to try to Living Miracle Homestead. What's going on? Tropical fruits are harder to get to. That's true. I agree with that one too. Blood oranges are really good. Yeah, in this area we're not getting any orange trees. We might get some lemon and some citrus trees to grow inside. That's about. We are air grafting. Cajun Homesteader says they're air grafting Ponderosa lemon trees. Awesome. We don't have yellow lemons. Mostly limes. Hopefully the 5 Yerk lemons I sprouted keep growing. Only 2 inches tall babies, but they're hanging in there. So what all are you started? Have you started, Joe, from seed? What are you going on there? And let us know the answer to that. Try to move so much, Chris. Try not to move so much. Quit making like you swatting flies. Sorry. Sorry. I do get to moving sometimes. Fruit trees were sure easier in California. Yeah, definitely easier there. I'm getting a lot of rain, so I'm buffering bad. See you next week. Might be me, Pete. Thanks for coming in. Always good to see you. Tell him about it. Yeah, I know. Got to get me some straps. I got to get like an old electric chair to have in the house to strap me down. Yeah, I would love to have a whole tree of avocados just to put a little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of pepper on it. I can just eat them out of half. Eat them all day long. I love avocado. Ask me some questions, guys. I need to move for a second. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm hoping this will work. Let's see. Oh, you know what time it is. Simply Jan Homestead. Would you like to pick our topic for next week? Simple Jan Homestead. Think about it for a few minutes and come back and let us know what kind of topic you would love. Palestine limes think the color of the yellow lemon flower. I have 4 balls in out of that. I don't know what this is. Kind of crazy. Thinking. Chris 94. Guess what you're saying, Chris? I'm sorry, Carol. Let's give him a minute. That I got full bars. Let's see. I did not. You guys see me or I'm completely gone? I'm trying to respond. I don't know what it's on. Like I said, I'm looking at 4 bars. Let's see, Mims, what did she say? All right, guys, we've been on for an hour. We've kind of talked and got to keep trying, but now it's doing it again. I'm sorry, guys. God bless y'all too. New on Homestead. I don't know if you guys can see me, but I think what we're going to do is get off of here. I think it may be weather all around. So I'm going to do this for those that can't see. And we'll say God bless and live with what God gives, guys. We're out of here. Sorry. It's